Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be talking to you about how to find a median of a data set. All right, so let's go ahead and just reacquaint you with some terminology here. First of all, what is a median? Okay, the median number is simply the middle number when you line up data set from least to greatest or greatest to least. Now the key to this, again, in finding median is that you have to line the numbers up in numerical order. And then it's simply the middle number or the average of the two middle numbers. All right, so let's take a look at a couple of examples here. All right, so when you're looking at a data set, again, the biggest thing when you're finding, doing any work with any statistical data, I would go ahead and just line them up from least to greatest most of the time. Unless it's mean, it's not really going to make a big difference. But it is helpful also with mode. But for median, you have to do it, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start, and we'll just rewrite these numerically from least to greatest. So it's going to be 9, 9, 10, 12, and 13. And from time to time, it may not hurt to just go and mark off the ones that you've already chosen so you don't choose one more than once. All right? Then you're simply just looking at this data set from the standpoint of, do I have a number that falls in the middle? And I'm going to go ahead and circle 10 right now just to show you that you do. You have 10. You can tell that it falls in the middle because there's two numbers on the right and there's two numbers on the left. When you have same number of numbers on the right and the same number of numbers on the left, that means you've found your median. So the median for this example would be 10. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at one more. All right, this is just a median set and class scores on a test. So we're going to find the median of this test scores, excuse me. So let's go ahead and line them up from least to greatest. We have 75, then 78, and I'm going to mark them off as I go here. The next one would be 88, then 92, 96, and 100. All right, so in this case, again, when you have, go ahead and count up the numbers. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. That means we have, when you have an even number of data set, that means you're going to end up having two numbers in the middle. When it's an odd numbered set, there's always one exact middle number. So even numbered data sets can usually just mean a little bit more work, that's all. So we can tell now we're going to find where we have the same number of numbers on either side. So here I have 88 and 92 right smack dab in the middle because I have two numbers on the left and two numbers on the right. When this happens, what you have to do is you have to average those two middle numbers. So again, or find the mean. You're going to add them up, and in this case, since there's only two of them, you'll divide by 2. So let's go ahead and add those up. 92 plus 88, 8 plus 2 is 10, carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 8, and that's going to be 18. So we end up with 180. All right, so now we can divide that by 2, and that'll give us our median. So 2 goes into 18 9 times. 9 times 2 is 18. Bring down your 0, and you see that you get, because 2 goes into 0 0 times, an answer of 90 for the median for this particular set. All right, let's take a look at one more. All right, some people that were surveyed at a mall, okay, and this is their ages. So let's go through first, like I mentioned before, and go ahead and rewrite these from least to greatest. So it looks like the youngest was 12. So we have 12. We have 18. The next one is going to be 21. The next one will be 28. Then 32. 52, and finally 56. All right, so in this case we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 data points. So that's, usually I look at as that is good news because you know that there's going to be an exact middle number. So in this case, you got to find the number that falls right directly in the middle. If you notice 28 right here, sitting right in the middle because you have 3 numbers to the right and you have 3 numbers to the left. Okay, that means 28 is going to be the median for this data set. This has been a quick tutorial on how to find median. Thank you for joining me.